Good idea. When starting a new ranch, what to do for the first year or two if building your herd/flock? Likely no money would be coming in this scenario.
What to do when you first start?
Starting out, it's probably a good idea to have a nest egg built up in any business, whether this is kind of across the board, but whenever you're starting a business, especially on a farm, if you've got enough money saved up that 2, maybe 3 years, you can make it on what you have saved up as far as like you can
your personal
survive,
expenses, yeah,
and you don't have to draw from the business. There's a lot better chance that your business is going to be successful because it's not getting, it's the same way with like the cow. She's getting drawn down. The business is getting drawn down. If you can keep all the profit from the business going back into the business, it's going to grow itself a lot quicker. So the nest egg is a huge one.
Yep.
And obviously,
it's not going to be making a lot of money right off the bat.
Yeah, for
the most part.
And the enterprises is different. Like cattle are going to take one of the longest. Cattle is like the longest enterprise in order to see your cash flow or like your return on your investment.
Yeah.
Sheep are a lot quicker. A lamb, then that lamb will grow a year, and if it's a ewe lamb, she can throw her first lamb when she turns a year old. And so talk about cash flow. Chickens are even more. Chickens will fill out in 8 weeks. If you buy broiler chicks, you raise them, you feed them, you butcher them, and then you got your money back. And you've made money in 8 weeks. But it's just like, you just got to do the numbers, see how it'll work on your own place, and having the nest egg is a huge one, able to support yourself.
And we've talked about like custom grazing as far as the cattle operations are concerned. That's a good way to generate, because cash flow is the hardest thing for a fledgling business. So if you can custom graze, you're getting basically like a steady stream of income every month. You're getting a check for grazing those animals. Like that is huge. If you want the business to be generating some sort of money like right off the bat, and cattle is your only enterprise. As far as it's just part of it that it just takes time to grow. It's going to be that initial investment, and then once it's set up and running, then it'll start to kick.
The first 10 years are going to be rough. You're going to be pinching pennies, trying to make it work.
It depends on your situation, obviously, but
Usually, if you can make it through that first 10 years, though, that you're doing really good, and there's a good chance you're gonna continue forward as long as you keep doing what you're doing.
But it also depends on like that timeline depends dramatically on where how you're able to start. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're starting from nothing and you got to pinch your pennies the whole way there, and you don't have like a significant amount of capital in the beginning to start out, it's true. It's going to take at least a decade for you to get to the point where the thing is fully formed and functioning and able to support you, right? But if you've got, because of an off-farm job, or you had a successful career doing something else, or whatever it is, if you've got a significant amount of capital and you're able to invest it in education and getting the right stuff and getting the right materials and livestock and right methodology from the start, you're able to set that up. I mean, your turnaround is just going to be so much faster because you're that much farther along.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't buy time, but you sort of can. In that respect, seriously. If you have the money to afford it, invest in education and the right stock and equipment. I mean,
you're setting yourself up for success.
You save yourself 5 years, easy.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that, but not everybody's got that luxury. So.
Yep.